Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I was just finishing up some stuff. Hi, Gianluca.
Hi, Bobby. No problem. Thank you for joining.
Oh, no worries. Can I share my screen just to do some
Yes,
intros to the
sure. Thank
mentee?
you.
Thank you. Let me do that. First, let me get to the screen I want. So, how was your weekend, Gianluca?
Oh, good, very good. Yeah, it's sunny here.
Finally.
A bit too hot, a bit too hot, but yeah, it's sunny.
Yes, finally sunny. It's been so rainy. Okay, so this is not what I wanted. I want the other one. I want this one. Okay, so welcome to everybody who's on the call from the mentorship program. We really appreciate you giving up your time to do this. It's awesome. Let me just, so what you're seeing is our obviously our lab got accepted into the mentorship program, which means that with your help and guidance, we will be working on a few things that we're going to discuss on this call. So initially, if you get a chance, I don't know if any of you have been in the Hyperledger community, and I'm going to let you introduce yourselves. But before I do that, I want to teach you how to work with us. So this, and I don't know if you're familiar with it, so I'm going to act as if everybody's not familiar with it. This is the Hyperledger wiki page. And if you go to community, there's a tab for the mentorship program, and all our communications will be done through finding it there. So if you go to the mentorship program, you're going to get this page with a index on the left for 2024 projects. Ours is the Hyperledger Lab, and here is the official description. So you can read that over at your leisure. I'm going to add my name in there as well. And a little later this week, Gianluca and I and Tripor and maybe and Kasha, who we'll get to know, are going to be working on your deliverables and your interviews. But before I get ahead of ourselves, so again, this is how we function in here. Somebody has something in the chat. Oh, thank you, Gianluca, for putting that in the chat. So what I
Sorry.
did is, I think we both did something. I put mentee candidates, or did I save it twice? I think I saved it twice. Yes. So this is where, while we're deciding on the mentees, and again, there's one paid position, but everybody else is willing to come along on this project. Gianluca did that, and now he's running his own project. So, I mean, there's opportunities all over the place. So for us, what Gianluca and Tripor and I have to do is we have to interview everybody, and then we have to, see who's the best candidate for that position. So this is where we're going to store that information. And when you're a serious candidate, we will put a sub menu item in here with your name on it, where you can keep your work and your ideas, so that when we meet on Monday calls, if you have done any work or have any great ideas or any ideas, you can put them on your page, and then during the meeting, you can share your page and discuss your thoughts. So to show you how to edit this, you must have a Linux Foundation ID, and that's just trying to log on. I'm already logged on, so you can see my little pretty head there. But if you're not logged on, it would say log on, and it would prompt you to get a Linux Foundation. Obviously, you've done that because you're on the calls. Uh, so then once you're logged in, you can edit this page. So right now, I'm going to edit this page, and this is how usually what we do is, since this is our first meeting with mentees, I'm going to put the date. And again, I'm a slow typist, so bear with me. So I am Bobby Mascara, and I was formerly the chair of the Learning Development Working Group. I am kind of considered, not the librarian, but I have been in the community storing documentation and collecting documentation since about the beginning of Hyperledger. I served on the technical steering committee for 3 years, and now I'm supporting Gianluca in this mentorship project. I done it before, so I'm just guiding Gianluca more not with the technology piece of it, but obviously the organizational piece of it. So once you hit that edit button, you get a new menu up here, which you can edit and put your name in here. So I'm going to now let Gianluca introduce himself, and then whoever he calls on next to introduce themselves, and I'll show you how we keep notes for the meeting. So Gianluca, if you want to talk a little more about the technology piece, please introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you, Bobby, and thank you for your support and help. Okay, I'm Gianluca Capuzzi, a software engineer from Italy, and this project started with the last edition of the Hyperledger mentorship program. It was a very interesting experience for me, and during that experience, um, we have several meetings with also technical people who suggest to us to create a framework which automatically replies to question about documentation, because users and developers sometimes have difficult to read tons of documents. So we thought to create that framework using the AI, so using the tool. Obviously, is an open source tools under Apache 2 license. And now we are starting a new edition. In this case, I'm the mentor, but the coordinator and advisor is Bobby Muscara. So with to finish, the idea is to have other people that can help us for the other other component, like the front end, to have a good architecture, like a modular architecture using Docker containers, and also to improve the model, because we received a good feedback from a meetup last month. Okay, finish. Thank you.
So Rohan, do you want to go next?
Hi everyone, my name is Rohan. I'm on. Hello. Hello.
Oh, sorry, we're having trouble hearing you, Rohan. It might be your connection.
I'm on. Let me join again.
Okay, no worries. We'll move on, and then if you come back, like log on, sometimes it helps if you like, yeah, exactly, log out and come back in. Sarvesh?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Sarvesh.
Yes. Oh, okay. So I just did some research and had some talk with Gianluca on the Discord. I just updated on the technical side. I just updated the model under for the Llama 2, but according to your feedback, it must be under the Apache license too. So I just switched to two models, Falcon and the Mistral open source model, which is around 7 billion parameters. So that really gave good results. And also apart in the existing notebook, there was a URL which URL loader, which needs a parent URL, which will just recursively load all the documents under that parent directory, which was, I think, it was placed wrong in the existing notebook. So I just changed it and it gave more descriptive results, as it was under the parent directory and it searched more of the relevant data. So that was two feedbacks from my side. And also one part, the result, the currently it gives the result, it gives results, means it gives results. Just a second. So the Gradio app gives the results of relevant documents, and also the template it has been given. So I think that's not the proper way the Git GUI must work for the prototype. So I just changed some bits there, and it just now returns the helpful answer. So it's kind of the actual prototype, but not using front end, using the just Gradio app. So that was my feedback, and I just had a video of it. I will share it in the Discord group, that how I changed it and how it works now. So that was about me,
Wow,
about the
thank you.
research. Okay. And sorry
Welcome.
for the English.
Oh, no worries, no worries at all.
Yeah.
This is great. Gianluca, what do you think?
Yeah, it's great. We have a short conversation on on Discord. He give us a good feedback on a test. So I think it's good to start from this feedback, this test to continue to improve the system. Sure.
Excellent. And now Rohan's back, so let's see if he wants to introduce himself.
Hey, am I audible now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Sorry for the last time. My name is Rohan. I am in third year in college from Delhi. I have been working for 1 year in full stack development, Node.js, and one stack JavaScript. I am trying LLM now. I also ran the notebook, and the result was, as survey said, the Mistral AI give better results than the last when we are using Sapphire model. I'm working Gemini API key for now to check if it's give better result or not.
Great, thank you and welcome. And next we have Swapnil. Swapnil, I'm sorry about if I butchered that.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, so my name is Swapnil, and I'm a software engineer from India. Last summer, I was involved with Hyperledger community in the Aries VCX by developing Aries VCX mobile agents, and I primarily work on on web development and a bit on the low level side related to blockchains. I've previously been involved with development for Bitcoin and the Lightning Network, and I'm presently working as a software engineer. So now everything is related to AI. So I'm working on that as well, and I'm interested in participating as a mentor for this project.
Excellent again, and thank you. I unfortunately have to take a break at 9:30 and come back at 9:45, but I'm gonna leave Gianluca in charge for that if he feels that this meeting needs to go on. I just wanted to put that out there. So
Okay.
to our next step with Gianluca and Tripor is what we're going to do is we're going to get a Zoom room for Gianluca. What do you know the dates for the candidates?
Yes. Okay. They can apply until the 10th of May. 10th of May, and the mentee application review start from the 13th of May until the 24th.
Okay, perfect. So what's going to happen is before May 10th, which gives us a lot of time, we're going to have everything tightened up as to the deliverables and what we need. And we're going to set up before May 10th. We'll start, I guess, we can start whenever. So I'm going to put it more towards the end of April. So we can start the week of, hold on, let me just see. What do you think? The 22nd sounds good? May 1st is what? Oh my goodness, I hate this computer. May 1st is Wednesday, so it would be May 6th. And so we'll do the. Hold on a second. We'll do the interviews within this time frame to get them done by May 10th. So these weeks will be the weeks for interviews. And if you want, you can put your name. I'm going to be sending out next week. We'll have the scheduler. So what it would be is you would just get this, there'll be a wiki page and it will have interview times available. And as a mentee, you would just select one of those times and that would automatically schedule it with the Zoom room and your interviewer. So that'll be ready sometimes next week so that we can start the interview process moving forward next week. So Gianluca, if you could send me some dates that you have chunks of time available, and I'll put that on the scheduler so that people can sign up for interviews, and I'll put my schedule out there. And again, it doesn't matter which one of the three of us, and I think Tripur would want to be part of this, which one of the three of us interviews you, because we're going to be discussing it in a group and maybe have second interviews. So don't worry if you get one interview and not the other. Go ahead, Gianluca.
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe I have on May the date in May, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will check.
Yeah, whatever
Starting.
you come up with, why don't you just, I'm gonna put this here, May dates.
Okay.
And you would just put the dates that you have a chunk of time for. I'll add that in when I do the scheduler.
Okay. Perfect. I will check and will update.
Perfect. So I'm gonna close this out. I will put a real timeline on there. Gianluca and I have to discuss, or we have to come up with a timeline for the entire mentorship project. And like I did the last time, and I'll show you last year's just to give you an idea. We put what the deliverables are and give you a date to when they're going to be done during the project. So that hopefully will help people. So moving forward, I just want to, before I turn it completely over back to Gianluca, I'm on the wrong page. Let me save this. And then we'll go back to the actual lab and what we want to accomplish. And this is the kind of community that if we accomplish more than that's set down in our deliverables, that's fine too. Nobody's going to yell at us. So this I just have to delete. Let me see if I can do that from here. Yes. Okay, so now it's under, there we go, mentee candidates. And again, if you're savvy with the wiki page, feel free to add your page under here and put your findings or your information, and we can go over it next week. So Gianluca, again, I apologize for running out of time, but here are the learning objectives. And what I did is I just put it in AI and it came out with a schedule. If you could edit this and make it more towards our project, that would be great. Add things, delete things. But I just took a first stab at it. So if we can, we'll wind up putting dates to this once the actual mentorship program kicks off, but we can be way ahead and do things early. Again, there's no points taken off for taking the initiative. So I think I covered everything. I'm going to turn it over to Gianluca.
Okay. Thank you, Bobby. So we will see at 9:14, correct? Or yeah, we see your screen. Can I share my screen? Sorry. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was unmuted. I'm saying.
No problem.
I
No
was
problem.
muted.
Yeah, it's also an opportunity to share again all the links about the project and the program and so on. Okay, thank you.
It's all
Okay,
yours.
this is the presentation of today. So yeah, let me start sharing that Hyperledger is under Linux Foundation, and also we have Linux Foundation as the privacy policy, some term of use, and also antitrust and policy and code of conduct. I think you already know, but just to remember. And main topic about today, our Ledger mentorship program, the 2024 edition. So if you have question, I can try to reply to them and also present the team. Okay, thanks to many people who wrote us by email or direct message on Discord, or also joining the AI FAQ channel. I'm very happy to reply to you, and also to see that there are people who already start to work on the project, because it's interesting. I'm happy. And also some people who wrote me on LinkedIn, no problem. So we are designing a program to coordinate the project. And the first idea is to group Mendy by background skill, but it's a very, very first idea. We can also have one group if other member of team prefer. And the idea is to assign small tasks to the people. And okay, dates. The Mendy application finish the 10th of May, and for about 2 weeks, there is a period of review and interview. You already see the grid where that one I try to share on chat. And also remember, I will share you all the meetings are recording, so you can check later. I will find the link and share with you. Okay, and let me share again. Okay, so first step, selected Mendy notification acceptance the end of May. The idea is to continue with this meeting on Monday, same hour. And okay, starting with an onboarding orientation session. I don't know, we can present, we can also check the background. We can also think a training session in the first pass. There are my ideas. We can also other member of team can help me to design the program. And okay, about the learning objective. The background, LLM background technology. So also people who have background in front end and JavaScript languages can improve AI skills. Also the front end and JavaScript basics, and also learn how to install a new architecture on cloud, and create high quality documentation on that. The expected outcome are so an LLM prototype with acceptable time response and implementation costs, because we received feedback from the meetup, and the people ask us to have a cheaper solution which reduced time response. And so at the same time, a good front-end component prototype, a simple container architecture, and obviously a good quality documentation. You have any question? Some of you wrote me on Discord. Okay, if you don't have question, I can check your message on the public channel and try to reply to some suggestion. Okay. One is the license. It's important to maintain to stay under Apache 2 license. So welcome to other model, but we cannot use model if we have to. It's mandatory.
Excuse me, Gianluca, I have a question.
Yes. Yeah.
So one thing that I was wondering was that are all models, are you only taking up models which are supposed to be deployed, or you're willing to take APIs as well, like OpenAI or any other APIs?
Okay. Only open source model, because OpenAI in some way is a commercial tool, and we cannot change or investigate model because it's an external model. The idea is to check Mixtral new version, also the fine-tuned versions like Zephyr is the current Zephyr, but also if you find other kind of open source model, welcome. We can change. We can check. But at the moment, the idea is not to use OpenAI because it's not an open source model, especially the 3.5 and the 4 versions, and is a commercial and external tools.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if okay. But if you check the model, commercial model, you can also publish results. We can consider just to have like a metric which we can refer. But the idea is to create the final goal is to create a framework template, open source, useful for also other community, for Hyperledger and also for other communities.
Yeah, just one thing. I'm Sarvesh. So one thing about you said that we can use it as a metric, that OpenAI's API for that. So I found one library which is generally used for the metric of the rack system. So its name is JSCARD. I don't know the pronunciation directly exactly. So I can share the link, and it just matches what you said, just for the metric matching. So that could be one of the I think just a good metric. Just it would be easy for us to use that and get the results of how the open model is means performing. So that was one of the thing I researched the last week. Yeah.
Can I ask you to write the name or put the link into the chat?
Of the library. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, of
Yeah,
the.
I will write in the chat.
Okay, okay.
Just a
Thank
second.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Uh, yes, yes. Other question?
Gianluca, another
Yes.
question that I had, like, are you only the goals of the project is only to make these models and the deployment procedures, or it's actually to deploy it on some cloud and make it available for everyone?
Okay, good question. Okay, let me share starting from GitHub. Okay.
Because then we might have to consider other situations such as authentication and authorization, because people could just endlessly ask the model.
Yes, a good question because also it's expensive and also it's important to consider authentication, security, and so on. Yeah, sure. Yeah. The first step now is to create a prototype that could be deployed on cloud, but also we have to consider two things. One is the feedback from people, because some people tried the model and they told us that model is a bit the time response is too high, like 30 seconds. They ask to reduce the time response. And another important thing is the cost, because currently, if you deploy the system on Google Cloud or AWS, you have to pay like $2, around $2 per hour. So it's about $2,000 per month. So it's too expensive. But we let me share my screen. Okay, thank you for the link. Okay. Okay, this is the repo, the public repo. Okay, currently we have a POC, because it's notebook which can run on Google Colab. But we can also, the idea is to push container architecture, which can be useful for people to deploy on cloud. I found, for example, is one example, RunPod, which is an on-demand cloud, and is cheaper. I think it's the cheapest solution, maybe, I'm not sure. If we are able to stay in a solution like this, 24 gigabyte of RAM, this is the last version of the 4090 NVIDIA RTX. It costs around less than $1 per hour. So it's a cheaper solution, but it's the performance. It's important because we have to stay. We have no more 24 gigabyte RAM, and so it's important to have a light model which replies in a good time. This is a preliminary idea of the technology. Other question?
The people, the mentees who will be selected, they'll be using this model, and they'll be reimbursed by Hyperledger, or is there something else about that? And because also the deployment would be a little tricky if you think about it, with respect to credentials and everything.
No, if I understand right, which are the criteria to select people for the project program? No. Is it correct, the question?
Oh no,
No,
I was
sorry.
saying that this particular the C, this run pod instances, this would it be like all mentees have to use their own, or would it be a single organization that for hyperledger?
No. It's just a technical number to give an idea on how can work the group of people who have background on AI. Okay, if we have many people on front end, they can all work on JavaScript, React, okay, and also no worries about the cloud and so on. If we have also another group which background in cloud and container architecture, they can work also locally with using a light model, okay, without using the cloud. But about the goal, just one idea could be to have solution that can be installed on cloud in with a cheap solution like this. This can be like $600 per month, and and also with a short time response. I don't know if I replied to the
Yes,
question.
that's right. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Yeah, obviously, just to clarify, obviously, if you want to work on that part, you need to use that cloud solution, but it's cheaper because it's an on-demand. Yeah, Rampod or another one. If you find another one which is better than Rampod, we can use another one. It's an on-demand, so you can start your system and try for, I don't know, 30 minutes and switch off. You have to pay only an $half, less than $half, just to clarify. But this now we have to start also. We can work also using the Google Colab free account at the moment. We don't need. And during this program, we can decide together which can be the best solution. Okay, other question? Okay, also some technologies. Yes, it's important to change the model and to check different model. Good, very good. Also to work on the prompting step to have a good response to show to user, but also evaluate if we have enough resources to fine tune the model, because the fine tuning instead of RAG or fine tuning plus RAG can improve the model as far as I know, but it requires lots of resources.
Just on
So
fine tuning, I just wanted to know if we fine tune. Of course, we need a lot more resources than we currently have. So, just on the fine tuning, we have that much of data set on the specific part, so we can fine tune it. any LLM model, so we can fine tune any LLM model. So that much data set we have for that.
Yes, it requires lots of resources, and also it's important to create a custom data set, and it's very expensive in terms of people and
Yeah, yeah.
resources. And I don't know if we have enough data to do that, because sometimes, yeah, I read some data set with 10,000 entries. So I don't know if we have enough data to do that.
So
But also can be when if we reach good performance, we can think to improve that with a small custom data set with I don't know 1,000 entries,
okay.
sharing the work manually, or also an idea is to use
OpenAI
yeah, OpenAI,
API.
like yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
OpenAI
Just
API to
add that.
create.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
good, very good.
mm.
Thank you.
And just
Thank
one
you.
more, we can just change the hyperparameters of the model. It matters a lot, because I have been working around 2 months, and changing the slightest that hyperparameter can change the results from way too much. So I
Y-
think most of our work will be good on the hyperparameter tuning, like the temperature, the ntops, and the other things. So just and fine tuning will be on the cherry on the cake, like that would be. Yeah.
Yes, sure. But we can also think sort of path when we, I don't know, we can share the path. I mean, when we start the program, we can work on the checking different model. After that, we can change the parameters, maintaining RAG technique.
Mhm.
After that, we can try to, I don't know, create a small custom data set for fine tuning, checking different model or parameter, and so on. And at the end, if we have enough time, we can have a good data set for the fine tuning. And I don't know. Okay, so if we have some ideas, we can also create a document, a technical document that we can share to other people about our idea of technical path on AI component.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you, we can also start writing some note on your PC, and after that you can share in next meeting, for example.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. Excellent. And other questions?
I had another question.
Good, good.
Is there any design functional requirements or anything related to the UI that has already been discussed, or something that you're looking for, or Hyperledger as a community is looking for?
Yeah, at the moment, no. Yeah, so I just to have a very preliminary idea, I had a course on Udemy. Let me share screen. Oh, it's already sharing on Udemy, and it's about just to have. Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, about maybe that one. I don't remember, but yeah, in next meeting, I can take note. In next meeting, I will share a very first idea of the architecture, and also the front end and different containers. Yeah, in some, yeah, I can share, so that you can try to check and also to study something if you want, and also to give us feedback about that. So I will take note, and next Monday I will share some technical data on the architecture front end and also the other containers. Okay. Okay. Other questions? Okay. Very good. So you can
Hi,
continue.
Gianluca, can you hear me?
Hi, Arunima. Yes, yes.
Hi, yeah,
Do you
long
want?
time. Yeah, I think
Yes, Arunima.
like last time we had our own wiki pages and we were writing down our ideas, right? So I think this time also they can do the same. It would be great. Like they will have their ideas at one time, at one place and all details, and it will be visible to everyone.
Okay. And so, can I share something with you, Arunima? Just a
Yeah,
minute.
sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. We talked about the date of the mentorship, and Bobby create a page where candidates can insert the date about the interview, because from 10 of May we can start with the interview. Here I will put my availability about interview dates, and also we have different skilled people which joined the project and also wrote us on Discord and also on LinkedIn. So I will share with you. Yeah, I already shared with you the slides, and
Yeah, I got the link to the slides.
perfect, perfect. And can I ask you to present to other people? Do you want to present to other people and talk about your last experience in Hyperledger mentorship program?
Yeah, sure, I can talk
Thank
about
you.
it. I think last time I was a part of the documentation task force and I had a great time. My mentor was Bobby, and I think one of the best things that I learned from her and that helped me throughout, like it helps me today also is like how to use AI tools and especially tools for presentation, tools for making videos, and today also I use it for my assignments and it's amazing. So, starting with, I think 1 month before the mentorship, I started joining the meetings and getting an idea about how things work out. I think the things that should be given time before the mentorship is focus on the cover letter and the CV. Uh, the cover letter should be well organized and try to understand the project well. I think that is something that's important, like the technical parts of the project, or if it requires any research or some things like that. And after that, I think the day I got selected, it was amazing. I was really happy about it. And after that, I was working under Bobby for 6 months. Uh, I think apart from using AI tools, another thing that really fascinated me was the AI library that Bobby created. Sorry, not the AI library, the metaverse version of the existing Hyperledger library. I later went out and googled about Agora VR World, and I currently also able to use bits of it, and I love it. So yeah, it was a wonderful journey. And another thing is that apart from the fact that you get selected or you don't get selected, I think when I was a mentee also, there were many other mentees who were not officially LFX mentee, but they joined the meetings, and they also made very amazing contributions to the project. So I think that is one thing that is the best about open source, that you can join the community meetings and start getting involved and contribute in your own way. So yeah, it was an amazing experience. And after that, it happened that my master's schedule at NIT Warangal is a bit hectic. So I didn't get time to join the meeting. So currently all my classes are over for this semester. So I am able to join the meetings, and yeah, it was an amazing experience.
Thank you, Arma. Thank you very much. Me too. It's a very interesting experience. And okay, we have 5 minutes if you have other question. Okay, if no question, I have notes for next meeting, and thank you for joining the meeting, and we will see, we'll talk soon next Monday. If you
Thank
have
you,
question,
everybody.
thank you, Bobby. Thank
It's
you,
good to
Bobby.
see you, Arunima.
Thank you so much, Bobby.
I put your name down as one of the attendees, and I'm gonna also maybe put it down as an interviewer, so be prepared.
Yeah, I have sufficient time. I can surely help you out with that. And yeah,
Awesome.
I'm
All right,
so
everybody
happy
have
that
a good week.
finally
Oh, good.
my schedule, I can attend the meetings now.
Good, good. I hope your master's is going great.
It's going great.
Good, good. Have a good week.
Have a good week.
Thanks,
Thank
Bobby.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.